Coming up Monday on Good Moring Wilmington. Nadj and Jea are out and about visiting Faithful Friends Animal Society. Plus, Brianna Hansen is back, letting you know what's going on around the city. So start your week off right with Nadj and Jea, Monday at 10 a.m. on DeTv.
Hello, DeTv family. This is Dr. Rose Kokoza, primary care physician at Christiana Care. I'm reaching out to you because we know that the COVID-19 pandemic is still very much with us, with cases on the rise. Please continue to do what we know works. Wash your hands frequently, social distance, and wear a mask. Let's do what we need to do to move past this pandemic.
Coming up this week on the Chef Dana Cooking Show, I got my guru in the building, my healthy friend, Ashley Thayer, and we're making a turkey and spinach strata with all kinds of bubbly cheese. We have a pear, blue cheese, and walnut salad, and we're gonna finish off your brunch with an orange mango mimosa on the Chef Dana Cooking Show right here on DeTv.
This is DeTv's Good Moring Wilmington with Nadj and Jea.
And I'm Jay. Hello, how's everyone doing?
He's on a roll this morning. Jay just is feeling himself.
Listen, we were just saying funny, inappropriate things before the camera started rolling.
Oh, no, he was.
I was, and I pulled it back together, but it's still in the back of my mind, all of those things that we can't say in such a nice family network.
Ooh.
So, what's going down?
How are you doing?
I'm great. I'm doing good.
As we can see.
Yeah, I have lots of reasons for that, but I'm going to wait until later to bring them up to annoy you more.
Oh my gosh. All right. So today's show,
yes,
of course, is packed like all the other ones, you know, because that's what we do. We pack shows on set and off the set. Get it? Because we are musicians, so we pack shows.
Keep going. I get it.
All right. Well, so we have Brianna Hansen coming in to tell us what's going on in the community. We're going to Faithful Friends to hug the kitties.
You're excited about that. And that's good.
I'm so excited. Okay.
Yeah, I'm a little bit nervous about that.
Why?
Well, okay. This is I'm gonna make everyone like instantly defriend and not like me. But number one,
you give them a reason every show.
I try. You know, I have number one. I have allergies to a lot of different kinds of animals. So certain dogs definitely set me off. And like, I have no problem saying this. So I'm not, so when I say I'm scared, it's not like if a little kitten walks in the room that I'm gonna like jump up on a chair and freak out. Like I'll pick up the cat and kind of pet the cat, but cats kind of scare me a little bit because they're unpredictable and they're kind of sociopathic a little bit to me. You know what I'm saying? So I'm sorry, but cats freak me out a little bit. I'm like, what's it gonna do and how's it gonna respond to me? So, you know, if I happen to get my face raked by a kitten, it's fine. Or you know what I mean?
That too.
Can we talk about how you see cats and females as sort of the same
I love
spirit?
cats. They're our guardians. I'm a cat. I mean.
Okay. What kind of a cat? Like just a house cat? Or like a panther? Or a lioness?
So,
a tigress.
We are in the midst of the holiday season. As you can see, I've got my.
Yes.
This is kind of holiday, right?
Sure.
It's
and I've got my Hanukkah blue.
Oh.
Boom! Ha! Go ahead.
Whoa. So if you are in the giving spirit, as we all should be, because during the COVID craziness, there are a lot of people who are in need. So these are some great organizations you can give to. Right now we have Elena's Blessings Foundation for December 19th at the VFW Post. And you also have Food Bank of Delaware Drive-Through Mobile Pantry. This Friday, December 18th at Frawley Stadium. The Mayor's Annual Toy Drive, which is really nice. My children actually received toys from the toy drive last year.
Nice.
Forget Me Not Families. This organization is in need of clothes and shoes and small household items and toys. And Nemours AI DuPont Hospital for Children Virtual Toy Drive. So these are just a few of them. I'm sure there are many more. And for the people who are in need, look up these organizations and these websites, and also look up is it DHSS, Delaware Health and Social Services?
I don't know.
If you sign up for SNAP benefits and for healthcare, right now they just released extra funds because of COVID, and I'm not a stranger to these things. Originally, I was a single mother, so I got all the help I could get. So don't be afraid or ashamed. If you need help, you need help. So make sure you go and do some research and sign up so you're not suffering. I've actually gone to food pantries for my family and for my grandmom because if it's out there, you should take advantage of it to make sure that you're okay.
And if you have the capacity to give, now is the season to give. So give.
Yep.
All right.
And you know, if y'all in the giving spirit for us,
where is this going?
You know, we accepting gifts too. Right? No?
Yeah, make it about us. Give. No, don't worry about me. I'm good.
No, but seriously, me and Jay were actually talking about trying to start an initiative, and we're still trying to figure it out, but we would love to get a gift to a new mom affected by COVID, because we all know that these mothers haven't been able to have the baby showers that they needed, and they're not able to get to their family or have their families come to them and, you know, help out with the new babies, whether they have children already and just had a new one or just have a new fresh baby. So if you know someone who is in need, please let us know. And if you'd like to donate to that mom,
now what if they have a stale baby? Because you talked about the fresh babies, but some people, oh no. Okay, if you have, so stale babies too. Stale babies can also You
know what? You're a stale baby.
I am.
Stale baby for
I'm definitely a stale baby.
Moving on.
100%.
Oh my God.
Bro, all babies matter, but go ahead.
Oh my God.
Continue.
I am so sorry.
I am not. And I love you all.
Oh Lord. Okay, so let's move it right along.
Keep it walking.
We've got the vaccine that's coming on in next week.
Or actually, maybe even this week. I talked to my buddy who's an ER doc down in...
Another one of his friends.
One of my friends. He's a doc, and he's been, you know, keeping me abreast of everything that's been going on from day one. And bottom line is his opinion, and he's straight up said, like, he cannot wait to take the vaccine ASAP because he wants his superpower, as he said it, and he's seen so much, you know, he's seen a lot with COVID, and he just, you know, from his perspective, in what he's read so far, he's ready to just move things forward in that direction. And, you know, they've been, you know, I guess they started already giving out the vaccine in Great Britain, in London, so people are already starting to take it.
Yep. Well, okay. So
I think at some point we're definitely going to do our best to get like an immunologist or some kind of a geneticist or whatever on the show to really, you know, give education on how this range of virus or this range of vaccines is supposed to function, and you know, just educate us on that, and everyone can move according to their own, you know, I don't want to say opinions, but do what works for you. But I have no problem saying that, at least me personally, I am slowly but surely leaning towards being comfortable with it, just because of the people that I've talked to who I do trust. And I'll leave it at that. I have, you know, I've read up on it, but I don't feel comfortable really trying to educate anyone on it until they hear it from a real professional.
And that's right. We're not here to educate y'all on that. That's y'all business, okay? That is y'all business.
Well, I think the key is to make sure that you make an informed decision and not a decision based off of something you read on Facebook.
Or heard from us. Whatever you want to do is your business.
Yeah.
So the first deliveries will cover less than a quarter of the estimated 70,000 healthcare workers and long-term care residents. God. I'm sorry, Sam. I know he hates me right now.
No. Listen, the bottom line is that we're not going to get all of the vaccines that we need from the jump to cover all of the sort of first line and all the healthcare workers.
Right.
So that's, I think we were talking earlier about why, one of the reasons why there's more than one vaccine. And one of the good things about that is because since Pfizer won't be able to provide as many as we need, at least Moderna will have their version, and that will help the supply chain. And there's other good reasons for having more than one vaccine, but bottom line is from the jump, we won't have enough and we'll have to wait. Like you and I probably aren't going to even have an opportunity to take it until like summertime or so. So you'll have plenty of time to think and learn and read and see how things go.
Right, and there are 3 phases, so it says it's going to take months and weeks and months in between each phase. So, you know, good luck to everyone involved in getting the vaccine to Delaware and distributing them, and good luck to everyone who will actually receive the vaccine. We hope that everyone stays healthy and we continue to follow COVID protocol, because even with the vaccine, it doesn't mean that the virus is eradicated. It just means that we're catching on to a few things. So
yeah, and shout out like just over and over again to all the frontline workers. It's kind of, I mean, you think about it, like
I have a paramedic friend, and yeah, it's intense.
I don't think I know we say it a lot, but like, you know, they've been at the literal front line of having to sort of manage COVID for the first time, and here they are sort of, I don't want to,
and then they get it and they still have to deal with the effects after and still take care of people. So it's just, thank you.
Thank you. That's, leave it at that, right?
Yeah, we appreciate you. So we have a new ban in Delaware.
Yeah.
It's the plastic bag ban.
Yeah. I'm like, I don't, listen, you want to keep talking about that? No.
Calm down.
I was sitting at home and my wife was reading about the plastic ban, the plastic bag ban.
Did it grind your gears as you were grinding?
No, I think anyone with any common sense should be really excited about the less plastic bags, and it was frustrating.
So are you saying that because I'm not excited about it, I don't have common sense?
No, I'm saying that I saw people who were like, how are you going to ban these plastic bags and you can't tell me what to do and taking away my personal freedom to use plastic? And it's like, are you kidding me? Like, this is a good thing.
All the Black and Hispanic people who have the plastic bags under their kitchen sink,
they're
going to be mad.
I don't, but no. Like these, like, you're an animal lover, right? We're going to Faithful Friends.
Yes.
You have to know about how, like, have you seen the videos of the plastic bags and turtles and all the animals caught in them?
I'm cool with it. I like getting my little reusable bags from the Burlington and from the ShopRite, and I like the cutesy ones. Yeah. So I get it. I'm cool.
Yeah, like this is a really good thing for everybody.
But you know, anytime there's a rule that's been mandated or something that's been mandated, you're gonna have those people like, oh my God, you want me to wash my hands after I go to the bathroom? Oh my God. So of course we're gonna have that with the plastic bag ban. You
know, but what if it was like, I mean, there are certain things in my brain that are just like, it should be, we're talking, you know, have you seen the metal monolith? Doesn't matter, I'm gonna go off track. But like, there are certain things where it's like, I don't understand how we're not at like 99.9% absolute approval. Like, yes, there's always going to be a stinker, but like, you know, hey everybody, you know, we're going to ban racism and there will be no more racism ever again, if you could imagine that. And there's going to be like, someone's really going to be like, I want more racism. Like, it's the same, like plastic bags are just that cut and dry to me.
Isn't that where we are now with racism?
we are, and I don't understand it.
Okay.
Exactly.
I just wanted to make sure we were all on the same page.
I mean, never mind, I almost did something. I stopped. Look at my discipline.
Woosah here, rub your ears. Come on, woosah.
Ooh, okay, I'm good.
Woosah,
I'm okay. Ooh, Toto. What's the, wait.
Nope.
Okay, sorry.
Let's just have a moment of silence, because, woo, everybody breathe, because Jay be on one. That plastic bag ban starts January 1st. So the bag ban, what is wrong? I can't read today. The bag ban applies to 7-Eleven, Acme, CVS, Food Lion, Giant, Jansen's, Walgreens, Redner's Markets, Rite Aid, Save-A-Lot, Super Value, Safeway, ShopRite, Wawa, and Weiss.
Wees Market? Yeah, yeah, yeah. Like,
Wees?
I'm thinking it's Wees, who's one of my favorite singers.
The Wees
also.
Market. There we go. Wees Market.
So wait, you go to Trader Joe's, right?
Yes.
Like even,
and there are fines.
Good.
$500, $1,000.
I'm fine with fines. I'm fine. Fines. Okay, so you go to Trader Joe's, right? Often?
Yes.
And you know, you love the plastic bag. I mean, the paper bags that they have and the reusable ones, right? Right? And another thing that I love about Trader Joe's is there was like sort of a relative outcry, because if you noticed, I don't know when's the last time you've been back to Trader Joe's, but for a little bit of time they were using plastic bags because there was like a cut in the supply chain, literally, where they couldn't get enough paper bags, and people were upset about that. And that's my crowd, that's my team. Like, we want our paper bags because it's good for everything.
You're olding right now.
That has nothing to do with old. My child, I guarantee.
We're gonna we'll be back. We're gonna go to Good News.
If anything, old people don't care about the environment as young people. That's absurd.
Desi, help us out.
No.
Good news, Desi. Give us the good news.
What's up? It's your girl Desi, and now it's time for the good news. Now listen, this morning I'm giving my Mr. Rogers vibe. I hope that you're feeling it. That was one of my favorite shows back in the day. Listen guys, remember to follow us at DeTvCH.com because you may hear your quote. Today's quote is coming from Breezy215 on Instagram, and it says, "Knowledge speaks, but wisdom listens." Once again, knowledge speaks, but wisdom listens. You ever wonder why you have 2 ears and 1 mouth? Yeah, it's because knowledge speaks, but wisdom listens. All right, you guys, listen. You want to hear your quote? Follow DeTvCH.com.
Thanks, Desi, for the good news. And now we're bringing back Brianna Hansen to see what's going on in Wilmington. So, what's going on?
Well, you know, before we jump into events, I've got to touch on 2 things that you guys were kind of fighting over, because it's always my favorite thing to do between you guys. Cats
drive that wedge.
Cats can't be trusted. They can't be. Now, wait a minute before you get upset, because I am a huge animal lover, animal advocate, but cats, I love them. I got one.
You have a cat?
A baby kitty.
You got a baby kitty, okay.
Baby kitty is her name. And I found her on a Wilmington street corner in the pouring down rain.
Okay.
She was a scrawny little, I thought she was a kitten. Couldn't come up with a name for her, just started calling her baby kitty. Then the next thing you know, she fills out, she's an adult cat that just is a little baby kitty.
Right.
So I can't help but take in broken animals all the time. Like I had to stop myself from having an actual zoo a couple years ago. And I love my cat to death, but she cannot be trusted.
Like, so what kind of things does she do?
Well, for one, I have a pit bull, huge pit bull. Sweetest thing in the world, wants to be her BFF, always comes up to give her snuggles and kisses, and then, you know, she'll be cool for a minute, and the next thing you know, it's whack, 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 like right on his face. I'll be walking down the hallway. She'll jump out all of a sudden, like claw my leg, no reason whatsoever. I feed her.
I feel attacked.
All the time, on time. She's sweet, but she's only sweet when she wants it.
Between the coffee and the cats, I don't know. I feel like y'all are conspiring.
Well, at least she
against
took
me.
a cat. She actually has a cat. I don't even have a pet, you know?
You're a sicko.
I mean, a little bit, you know. Honestly, it's more like selfish, I think, to be honest. But you know, at least at least she's taking in the pets.
So what's going on in Wilmington?
All right. Well, we've got lots of great stuff for the kids this week. Winters of Winder. Now I'm pulling to you.
Winters of Winder.
Wonders of Winter continue Wednesday through Sunday at the Delaware Museum of Natural History. They've got special activities, live animals, games, crafts, discovery stations. Tickets are sold in 1-hour windows so families can enjoy the museum and, you know, limit the crowds, keeping everybody safe. And then virtual activities are available every day, free. Families that want to participate at home. So that's a great choice for the whole family. Wednesday night, the Music School of Delaware celebrates what would have been Beethoven's 250th birthday.
Wow.
I remember when we used to hang out back in the day, me and Beethoven.
Yeah, you guys go way back, right?
Yeah, we go way back. Yeah. Just, you know, he actually, I tried to show him a couple of things, you know, when he was starting out. And it's good to see him progress as he did. So
yeah,
continue.
Left you in the dust, man. Left you
want to call me
dust.
old? I'm running with the old thing.
Sam, I'm telling you.
Well, the music school is going to be joined by the Seraphim String Quartet. In-person tickets are available, but virtual streaming is also an option. All ticket holders, regardless of whether you're coming into the studio or staying at home, they'll be entered into a special Beethoven-themed giveaway. Okay, I've got one for pet owners, which we know is not you.
I'm sorry.
Don't you want to, like, teach your kids how to care for living things?
That's why I'm going to get old.
Wait, so didn't you have a cat?
We used to have a beagle, Daisy.
Oh, that's what it was.
Yeah.
I knew you had something that peed on things.
What happened to Daisy?
Daisy passed on, and you know, we didn't replace Daisy once we had kids because the kids take up so much energy. And part of the concern, you know, when we had her was that she wasn't getting enough attention, you know, and it's like I don't want to cause that problem again because I do appreciate how much attention that animals need. Like, they need it. And if I can't give it properly, it was like, why would we, you know, want to do it the wrong way? You know?
But now that the kids are older, you don't think that would be a little bit easier?
Not at this age. I'm like, it's honestly become more and more difficult. And maybe once they get a little bit older and they can really take care of something, I'd be open to it. But like, I try to streamline things as much as possible.
Harlow feeds baby kitty and Apollo twice a day.
Yeah, but can she walk the dog? And like, you know, I'm just like,
that won't happen for another decade.
He wasn't
no, I don't even want like a horseshoe crab or not horseshoe crab.
They're the pets.
You know, wait, this was the other thing I wanted to, I'm big on the plastic ban, right?
Yes.
But I have a collection of plastic bags underneath my sink.
So do I. So do we. We do. I do too.
So I don't know what they're going to do. Y'all going to get these
Well, and
plastic
what
bags.
I use them primarily for are my poop bags.
Yep, same here.
Fair enough.
So,
And trash cans in the bathroom.
That's what I used to use them for too.
You know.
And trash pan. Absolutely.
Yep.
what am I going to do with all the poop? That's the question.
Fair enough. Fair question.
We'll figure that out on a future
we will adapt.
Great way to
Major first world problem we have to solve here.
Pet owners, Dogtopia, which is in Ellesmere, just outside of downtown, they're having a winter wonderland photo party on Tuesday. You can bring your pup or kitty in any time during their normal 7 a.m. to 7 p.m. operating hours. Grab some stocking stuffers for your furry friends while you're there, and the staff will snap an adorable pic of your fur baby in front of their winter wonderland backdrop.
That's cool.
What about turtles?
You know what I did say dogs and cats. I'm sure your turtles are welcome, your hamsters.
As a Nanticoke, and understanding that the turtle is our
I'm not bringing
symbol.
this unruly creature anywhere, okay? No.
I do
slow
think
like a
he would
turtle.
qualify,
No,
though.
you're just slow.
Oh.
My turtle's not slow.
Okay.
slow.
You have a fast turtle. Race turtle. Like an F1 turtle.
I have a video, Sam. I'm gonna send it to you so y'all can put it on my turtle.
Do you have an aquatic turtle?
Yes.
They
his
are
name
fast.
is Tony Yayo Rose.
That's really funny. That's really funny.
Ty Dolla $ign. There it is.
Are you serious?
Yes, Tony.
Okay, can I ask why you named it? That's really funny.
My children did.
That's pretty great, actually.
What's next?
I want to hear more about your
That's
turtle.
it. That's my turtle.
Delaware Theater Company presents Merry and Bright. This is happening Thursday through Sunday evenings. You'll get a holiday light show synchronized to music on the front steps of the theater. They'll have a live band playing all your favorite holiday hits, and Santa himself will be making some visits.
Santa.
I'm assuming you're on the naughty list. So
Always.
Okay, so make sure you're not at this event.
Yeah, I won't be there.
Advanced reservations are required. It's first come, first served, but it's a free event. Families of up to 5 can enjoy a 30-minute performance. Each performance will be limited to 50 folks, just keeping everybody distanced and safe. Okay. Friday, you can enjoy Twilight at Rockwood Mansion, a special candlelit tour led by a horticulturalist highlighting plantings around the property. They'll give you some history of the mansion and period activities that will help give you a little insight as to what it might be like to celebrate the holidays in the 1890s. Well,
I have been there. My cousin got married there. It's beautiful. And that's where they have the ice cream festival too, right?
They do, yeah.
So yeah, no, I've been there quite a few times. I like it there. It's a really cool, I actually wish I should go there more. It's just a cool spot.
So Saturday, they've organized their own Small Business Saturday, partnering with local entrepreneurs, special outdoor market featuring art, jewelry, handmade beauty products, honey, and other specialty foods. Tons of cool vendors. Of course, you can always grab a gift certificate from Milk and Honey while you're there, which I know you would like in your stocking stuffer. You would probably not mind it in
what
as a stocking. No.
What does Milk and Honey sell?
No.
What does Milk and Honey sell? Like, what's
Coffee.
It's a coffee. It's a
and
coffee
I want to
shop.
apologize, Jay. I missed your birthday, and you got a killer.
She's acknowledging you.
Yes,
You got a killer birthday gift.
I did get a killer birthday
from
gift
your fantastic wife.
Dovetailing off of the coffee with Milk and Honey. Yeah, I got that roaster.
You can roast your own beans.
I roasted my own beans, and yeah, they turned out pretty awesome. Shout out again to Ian Pryor for walking me through the process, and I can't wait to master it. And I just want to talk about coffee some more, so that you can make faces of disgust at me.
He's talking.
I love when you two fight.
Yes,
it's just the highlight of
See, I'm like one. This is how close I am to walking
from being her true animal cat self. And
Jay,
at least you know. At least you know.
I can't wait to learn more about your coffee roasting process.
Oh, you will.
We will save this for another time because we're already getting in trouble. I know. Saturday and Sunday, Dance for Life brings their annual holiday concert tradition to life in a virtual setting, but you can expect the same great choreography and amazing dancers to wow you from your couches. Sunday at 3 p.m., Brandywine Baroque presents a free virtual performance from Barnett Flintwoods featuring sonatas from Bach, Handel, and more. And I just want to remind you guys, Maker's Alley is still open. They've continued to step up their safety precautions. All orders, including alcohol, are now placed online to really limit contact with the staff. Every Friday night, Chad Rapal is there to for vinyl night. You can kick back and listen to his eclectic collection as he spins all evening. Blitzen is open, and Sleigh'n Drinks, they're open Tuesday through Saturday from 4 p.m. to 12 a.m. Reservations are recommended. Obviously, COVID restrictions have, changed the way they operate. I wanted to talk to you about this, Jay. I know you went to Blitzen last year.
I did.
It wasn't exactly for you.
Right.
Why?
So I am not a big crowd person, and as much as I'm comfortable in front of people, like, I don't like crowds. So when when I went, and listen, I think that it's a super cool setup there. Like, I get it, but it was very crowded. There's a lot of people, and that was not my thing. So I stayed for a short amount of time and kind of peaced out. But like, if you like cool, snazzy, hip bars, it was, and that's your thing.
Hence why you didn't like it.
We know.
I'll take that. You know what? If there's one place where I am consistently olding, as you say, is it's with the crowds. I have never been a crowd type person.
Well, then y'all know that's the place to be.
Right. If you want to make that's
no. Well, you're absolutely right. So In the Mix, which actually airs on DeTv, I have a special half-an-hour talk show with local movers and shakers. We brought on the creative director of Blitzen, Dallas Shaw, last week to talk about the creative process behind that. And one thing she did point out is last year you felt like you were walking into like a college dance party. You were all up on each other. Everybody screaming holiday tunes at the top of their lungs. This year is completely different. They have tripled their space because of COVID restrictions. So their offices that were previously next door they were kicked out. They completely transformed it into Blitzen's den, and that's what cool. You feel like all the spaces or all the tables are all distanced apart. It went from it just did a complete 180 in terms of vibe this year, and it now feels more like a quiet, cool, mellow, like speakeasy. So I encourage you to check it out.
Go ahead and throw that shot.
You guys, no, I don't have anything to throw except to our next segment. Thank you so much
for
giving us the rundown.
Go to Blitzen. Blitzen is awesome.
It is awesome.
Yeah.
And you can buy these super cool flannels.
She left that shirt in my office, and everybody was like, "Whose cool shirt is this?"
Brianna's.
Oh, wait.
Yeah.
Obviously.
Oh my God. And it's from
Blitzen.
Oh my God.
Boom.
So stay tuned for our visit to Faithful Friends.
Hello, DETV family. This is Dr. Rose Kokoza, primary care physician at Christiana Care. I'm reaching out to you because we know that the COVID-19 pandemic is still very much with us, with cases on the rise. Please continue to do what we know works. Wash your hands frequently, social distance, and wear a mask. Let's do what we need to do to move past this pandemic.
Hey everyone, we're here with Sarah Granda at Faithful Friends Shelter so that we can check out some kitties and some puppies. We're so excited, especially Jay because he loves all the cats.
So, Sarah, please tell us about this wonderful location. Where are we?
Well, so we are here at 12 Germain Drive in Wilmington, Delaware at Faithful Friends. So we are actually this year in 2020, even though it's been a crazy year, we are celebrating our 20th year anniversary.
Wow.
We have been around for 20 years helping and saving homeless animals in Delaware. So Faithful Friends was actually founded by our executive director, Jane Pierantazzi. She and a group of people came together when they found out that in public shelters, 80 to 90% of the animals that went in were not making it out. Wow. They were being euthanized. So their goal was to become the first no-kill state, and we are. This is the second year in a row that we are the only state in the country that we are a no-kill state. So that means that we have a 90% or higher survival rate where we help animals train to be adoptable. We help them with behavioral and medical issues. This is so exciting. I had no idea, just like I'm sure there are plenty of people who are going to be watching who have no idea, because you just think, okay, we're going to go adopt a dog or a cat, you know?
Right.
But you don't think about everything that goes into it, and especially with the people who work here, you know, the training, and this is great. I'm excited.
Yes, we have 2 trainers on site that actually work hands-on with all of the dogs to ensure that they have basic manners before they go into a home. So we're so excited. We're so glad to have such a great team between the cat department and the dog department. We really have an awesome team here at Faithful Friends to ensure the adoption experience is the best it can possibly be.
Yeah.
But I love the fact that, you know, here in our little first state of Delaware, we're leading, you know, I guess that charge for, what is the term again? Like, this is a no-kill.
A no-kill state, yes.
That's
We're so
incredible.
Delaware, no-kill state, honey. There we go. That's one of our things. We have a hashtag, I'm so Delaware, and it's just what makes Delaware special. So
I love that.
Special thing.
That's a special thing.
Really special.
I love that.
Yes, and 20-year anniversary, so this is awesome.
So we should go inside now.
Yes.
And
Yes.
check out everything that you have going on.
Yes,
Let's do it.
All right.
But these are all of our kitties that are up for adoption. So when people come in, this is the first room that they enter and see.
Jimi Hendrix.
Yes. So there's about 35 cats in here at any given time.
Okay.
And usually we sometimes have all of the cages open and they're running around like crazy in here.
Oh
So it's a little more calm right now.
So how do you guys receive your animals? Like when they come in, how does that happen?
So for the dogs and cats, it's so different. For the cats, we have such an overpopulation of cats in Delaware, which is so hard, and that was also one of the problems 20 years ago that we're still working on today. So we actually work with communities all throughout Delaware with TNR, which is trap, neuter, release. So if someone can trap a stray cat or a feral cat, they bring it in, we sedate them, we get them fixed, vaccinated, and then we release them back to their community so that they stop populating and stop the overpopulation of cats in Delaware. So that's the goal, is because so many people, they used to just bring them in and euthanize them, where that's not what we want. So many cats prefer to be outside, prefer to live outside in a colony with other cats or just on the streets. Some cats do not like to be inside, and we know that. So we allow community cats, you know, we have actually a bunch back in the barn that are our community cats here. So a lot of times the animals that come in were either found outside and people realized This cat is definitely not supposed to be outside.
Right.
It's too friendly.
Okay.
Bring them here, we get them fixed, vaccinated, and ready for adoption. Or unfortunately, the other one is people surrendering their animals, which we have unfortunately seen quite a bit of due to COVID because of financial constraints and unemployment, losing their homes. So it's been a lot. We have unfortunately received quite a few surrenders, which has been heartbreaking for not only the owners, but for the shelter.
Oh my gosh.
So this is where the majority of our cats are. So these cats are the ones that once Cat Alley kind of opens up, these ones will start moving forward to be adopted. So these ones are ones that pretty much just came in, are adjusting to shelter life, and then will be ready for adoption very soon. So these are our cat condos. Many of them are semi-social cats or long-term cats who have been here for over a year. And if a cat has been here for an extended period of time, like a year or more, they get to come in the condos, because being in a cage like this for that long of a time is not beneficial for anyone. So they get to come in here and live with other cats, lounge around, play.
Do you have to kind of exercise all these cats? Like, I mean,
Yeah, so they try to get enough exercise in here. That's why we let them out. But in there, like I said, it's usually crazy with cats running around everywhere getting exercise. But yeah, some of these cats, these ones are ones who have been here for quite a long time. And they are up for adoption. We do bring people back here to see if they found one that they'd like. But these are the less likely to be adopted, but they are up for adoption.
I want that fat one.
Right? Right?
Pleasantly plump cat.
Oh yeah. Right, guys? And then this room to our right, these are our semi-social cats. So these ones are not particularly as friendly. You know what I mean? These are the cats that kind of hang around you. They don't really want your affection or you to touch them. They're just fine with you being there. This would be your room.
This is my crew right here.
Exactly. So these guys are really just hanging. They're just a very relaxed group of cats, these ones.
I just want to sleep over.
Right.
When you have certain dogs that only will sort of connect with certain people, what do you think that is? Like, I don't know.
So many times, it can be so many different things. Like Midnight, you didn't get to see him as he's not here. His apartment's being finished. But he first saw Taylor, one of our dog trainers, and he instantly clicked with her. She was the first person he saw when she had found him. She was the first one that comforted him and was able to kind of coax him to come near her. And Midnight, really? Taylor's his person. It's so funny because Midnight, you have to be very specific on how you hook him and get his food ready. And like these dogs are very specific, very routine animals here in the sanctuary program. But mainly, it could be just various different things. Who they first saw, who was able to kind of coax them out of their shell first, or who spends the most time with them. You know what I mean? A lot of times they connect so much with our trainers because they spend so much time with them. But that's also one of the more perfect things is our trainers have spent so much time with them that they know the perfect home or the perfect fit for them. You know, like we've had a couple sanctuary dogs actually go into homes once we found the perfect fit. A lot of times it's a single person, nobody else, not a very active life, but a lot of times the dogs that we get come from either high kill shelters, either locally or from the south, and a lot of times when they come from those shelters, we are a lot smaller than them, a lot smaller than public shelters, so we have a lot more time to train and work with these animals, whereas other shelters haven't. So the main challenges we have with the dogs, I guess, are kind of getting them to learn their basic manners, kind of getting them just ready for a home. because a lot of times when we get them, they're terrified. They're not really kept well with grooming, or they either come emaciated or something. A lot of these dogs need a lot of work. And so the cats back here in our barn, they were either found feral and got trapped, neutered, vaccinated, and didn't have a place to go back to. They didn't have a home. They were just found as singletons. So we created what we call our barn, where the cats are able to come in and out as they please. They're probably all hiding, the ones that are outside. But nope, they come back and sleep in here. We keep the heat on at night. We keep the AC on when it's hot. But these guys are our barn cats.
I love it.
How y'all doing?
So prior to this, I was working at the Delaware Restaurant Association and was working on their grant-funded programs, apprenticeship programs, and I've always just loved animals. I've had a connection with animals growing up. We've always had 2 dogs and at least 4 cats. We are a house of animals. So when I saw that this position was open for our marketing and PR manager, I was like, oh, it was just a dream, really.
Oh, I love that.
I filled out the application, submitted my resume back in probably, a long time, and I hadn't heard back from them. And I was like, okay, they went with someone else. They went with, no big deal. It was just a dream of mine. Then I finally got a call, and they're like, hey, you want to come in for an interview? I'm so sorry, we're just getting through applications. And I was like, yeah, of course. And it was that night after my interview that they called me back and were like, we'd love to have you. So I started literally a week later, and I haven't been happier. I mean, this is awesome. Thank you.
Well, thank you again so much for having us and showing us all the puppies and the critters.
Of course.
Is there any other information that you can tell us?
Yes, so actually I'd love to share. Currently we are having our annual match challenge. So from the beginning of November to February, all donations are doubled. They are matched by a few generous donors up until $250,000. So actually this past Giving Tuesday, just from individuals alone, we were able to raise $20,000. And due to it being matched, that's $40,000 that goes right into the shelter, right into the animals in the community who need us most. So if anyone's ever willing to give us a donation, it is more than appreciated. Our website is www.faithfulfriends.us. I know the US is tricky, it's not .com, it's US, but we are so thankful for people like you who want to come out and see the shelter and show people what we're all about, because a lot of people don't realize the resources we have available for the community. We are not just, a shelter. We want to make sure that all people in Delaware and all animals have the ability to have the best quality life together,
Animals need love too.
Right. Yes. So I'm just so thankful and so happy that you guys were able to join us here today, and I've had a blast. As I said to them, this is my first interview, so I'm so excited.
You guys are doing some heroic things here. So
you are.
Delaware loves you.
Yes. I love what's your hashtag?
I'm so Delaware.
I'm so Delaware.
Faithful Friends is I'm so Delaware.
Thank you, guys.
Well, thank you so much. So catch us back at the studio after I get done hugging some more kittens and puppies. Thank you, Faithful Friends, for allowing us to come and love on the babies. I was so happy.
Cool.
Thank you, Sarah. That was really great. So make sure you guys go and support the shelters in our state, because the animals need love too. Right, Jay?
I'm there with you 100%.
The kitties.
I got nothing to say.
The kitties need love too.
Whatever needs love, let's give love.
There you go.
What the world needs now is love, sweet love.
I'm so proud of you. You didn't sing that.
Thank you.
I was waiting. I thought you were going to.
I'm here to just make you happy for the rest of the show. Whatever will keep you in good Christmas, merry spirits. I know how
he ruined everything.
Yeah.
Right. Okay. All right. So let's talk. Let's get back into COVID. Cousin COVID. That's what we're gonna call it.
That's
now.
not my cousin. Keep that outside of my family.
That's your distant cousin.
Nope.
The cousin that nobody really want to talk to.
No.
Or talk about, but they just around.
Keep talking about it.
Well, news article on the News Journal said that there are a lot of students who are failing because of COVID. I read that Kent County, Sussex County have now started to transition to only remote learning. I can only imagine, you know, why this is happening.
Makes perfect sense.
I get it. I get why they're closing the schools down, but I also understand why kids are probably failing. I mean, when I was working at 9 to 5, before I was so blessed with this job, okay, and I was staring at a computer from 7:30 a.m. to 4:30, my brain was fried.
Absolutely.
So I can only imagine what these kids are going through. And then on top of that, going back to the interview that I did with DMA, when they mentioned that the teachers are overworked, I mean, I completely understand. They probably, anytime that they get to themselves, no, they don't want to have office hours. They're busy. They have lives of their own, and their own children they have to worry about, and their sanity. It's a shame. It's such a shame.
And I think that is all the more reason for everyone to be on the same page about doing what we can to get through this. You know what I mean? This is why the basic protocols that are being put in place matter. You know what I mean?
This is the new normal.
Well, it's the new temporary normal. You know what I'm saying? Like we you know, there was 100 years ago we had the 1918 flu, and that, you know, locked things down for good. Overall, this was a two-year or so thing that people had to deal with, and now this is our generation's time to deal with something similar. You know? Yeah. I'm staying off the soapbox, but like other generations have had to deal with, you know, much more difficult pandemics. Okay, it's just kind of factual.
True.
And
but
so they
didn't have the internet. They didn't have the cars that we have. They didn't have the activities that we have. So
so we should be able to do this.
I think
we should be able to put on a mask.
This is where our generation shows, like our generational differences show, because although I completely understand what you're saying.
Do you know how far away 1918 was for me and my parents even?
Yes, I get that. What I'm saying is every generation handles things different. So even though a health scare may be in every single generation, there are also so many advances in other directions that come up in each generation. So you can't say, well, because this generation handled this flu this time means that this generation should be able to it's not that we should be able to, it's just we're doing the best that we can. And a lot of people just can't fathom what the people in the earlier generations were going through or thinking.
You know, I
can't even relate to people who are like, oh yeah, waiting by the phone for a phone call to see if you got this or that at home because you ain't have no cell phone and you had to rely on the this or that. Like, what?
I'll be honest, and I hate to be the Debbie Downer, but I think that like we all know people who are doing everything the right way, but as a country and as a whole, I'm going to say it, I don't think we're doing the best that we can.
I don't think people really know how.
Yes, they do.
I don't.
When you go somewhere and they say, I'm not wearing a mask.
But then you have the people who have done exactly what
the
protocol says. Wear your mask. Stay 6 feet away. Wash your hands for 20 seconds.
I saw an article that was given to me actually by Jonathan Whitney about how COVID how the whole continent generally of Africa has managed COVID. And they have done an excellent job of within what they have. There's a lot of different reasons for it, but they've done a really good job in comparison to a lot of other countries who have a lot more money of managing it. And part of it is because they have, like, between like malaria and all the different, like Ebola, they just have systems in place already. Whereas number one, they take these things more seriously, honestly, and they just, it's sort of more of an infrastructure that's already set up. And then the fact that there's a lot of young people in Africa, like a lot that you wouldn't expect, and that things are kind of spaced out. But like in a lot of ways, places who have less have been managing this better.
Think about that. Places who have less. Like, we have so many distractions.
Yeah.
And so many things. And that's a societal thing. Like, that's something that we were raised on. So it's like ripping you're ripping things from people who have never known anything different. So it's not that easy. Like you kind of sound like how parents are with their kids when the kid is like, but mom, you don't understand what I'm going through. And the mom and the dad is like, well, I walked 70 miles in the snow with no shoes on and blah, blah, blah. Like,
A lot of it is the older people in my age bracket and older who aren't doing the right thing. So I'm not actually saying
that's the weird part, because it's all young people on my end.
So it's really not me being the old man. It's me saying that people in my generation and older aren't doing what they should in a lot of ways. And it's like my children who are 3 and 4. Well, what's at this point they're 3 and 5. They've been great. They say, Daddy, you know, make sure you have your mask the right way. Like, they are on it. They don't play. You know what I'm saying? So if the 3 and the 5-year-old,
I think it's funny. You got people my age who are like, I'm doing what I want. I'm going to party.
And I get that. That's a youth thing.
You got people who are older than you, like you're saying, who aren't following rules. But then you got people your age who are like, no, I ain't going nowhere. I'm not doing nothing. It's like there are these little pockets of ages that are kind of just playing, Russian roulette?
It's just people across the whole spectrum of ages who, you know.
And then on top of that, you have administration.
That's what I'm saying. Like, I don't want to go into that whole thing, but like, science is science. If I drop this, it's going to fall at a certain speed. If I cough, the droplets are going to fly. You know? So put on a mask. And I'll leave it at that. Put on a mask.
And also, I mean, I know you celebrities are watching, you know, Good Moring Wilmington with Nadj Jea, because why wouldn't you? But I just want to put this out there because I was listening to a podcast, and they were, I love this podcast, by the way, but they were talking about how a certain celebrity or certain celebrities continue to have bashes, like birthday bashes and all kinds of crazy parties, right? I get that y'all have so much money that y'all can fly family on your private jet. And I get that you have enough money to buy a Birkin and a second house for your mama and all her sisters. But y'all have to also remember, whether you chose it or not, you are setting an example for everyone who is watching you on the gram, on the TikTok, on Snapchat, Facebook, all of that. So when you're having these lavish parties with no masks, talking about, oh, we was all tested, I flew them out on my private jet.
They're not doing the best that
You're
not.
You're not. You are setting such a piss poor example.
Easy, killer. All right, so we're gonna make sure we walk out of here. We're gonna walk out of here in a happy spirit. So what are some good things going on right now?
No, I need to get this out.
Okay.
Celebrities, set better examples. If you're gonna have your parties, don't post it. Don't. Keep it to yourself, because there are people like myself, like my children, like my friends, who think that, oh, if they're immune, I'll be immune. And then they go out and get sick. So get it together.
Because we can do better.
Because we can do better. Listen to Pop Pop Jet. Pop Pop just said it. Say it again, Pop Pop.
You know what, everyone? I want everyone out there to know that we can do a whole lot better than we're doing.
I take it back.
Why? We can do better.
Let's leave this on a good note. I'm so proud of
I'm gonna go home and do the Charleston to some great old swing music.
Why do I do this to myself?
You started it and I'm finishing it, ding dong it.
You want olding? I'll give you olding. Anything else that we need to cover before the show is over?
Christmas is coming.
Oh.
Kwanzaa.
Yes.
And Hanukkah. So, let us know what y'all buying. Let us know what your deals are.
Oh, the Adopt a Family. We got to make sure we get that in.
Oh, and really quickly, I talked about this earlier in the show, but me and Jay really want to find a family that was affected by COVID when they were having their new baby, whether you have children already and you just had a new one, or you just had a baby in general. We would love to donate to a family, and we would also love to create a list of things that this family needs and have everyone else donate so we can give them a Christmas, Hanukkah, Kwanzaa love.
Yeah, I think bottom line, like as a show, sort of, we would like to use this show as an opportunity to give back, you know, from specifically Good Moring Wilmington and DeTv with Nadj and Jea. So,
and you can also send messages to us on our personal Instagrams, just in case. I'm at Call Me Nadjah on Instagram, and you're at
Superman Django 76.
No, he's not. No, he's not.
I don't know these people inboxing me.
What's your Instagram?
It's just J Street. It's my name.
Okay, so send us messages of who you think should receive this gift.
Yeah.
And also, if you're willing to donate, what you can donate, and we'll coordinate everything else. Because I just think it's important that.
No, giving is everything.
Yeah. And I know there's so many moms. I remember, you know, when I had my babies, being in the NICU, and I wasn't able to have a baby shower, and we were just given gifts and just filled with love. So I want to be that blessing to someone else.
Let's do it.
So please send us some messages of who you think it is that should receive it, and also please let us know what you're willing to donate. And I'll make sure I will match. If you send in money, I will match up to $100 personally. Don't feel obligated, Jay, but I will match that. You hear
well, I've got a whole bunch of cash stuffed in a mattress that I can empty out.
No, you got butterscotch candies.
I got some Werthers and some dollar bills for.
Wait, that sounded okay. Yeah, I'm gonna stop there. Should we end the show here?
And the cutoff for this, will be December 31st, and we will announce the family the first week of January. So we'll talk about this the next couple of shows and keep reminding you. But yeah, I'm excited to do this. This is Nadj and Jea sending out our love.
Have a Merry Mary.
Thanks for watching Good Moring Wilmington with Nadjah.
Toodles.